right, welcome to the second Fragments of Silicon review. Although I hesitate to use the word review because of the thing we are about to cover. I'm going to preface this right here and now. This game, this experience.
This game comes with quotation marks.
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
That might be the understatement of the century.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Like, oh no. So what we got up this time is we think it's pronounced Wurroom, maybe Wurroom. Like it
I
looks.
think it's just an onomatopoeia for something.
I'm like, that's as good as guess as any.
Mm-hmm.
Because so what this, I can explain what this is in basic terms, no problem. Because it's a point-and-click adventure game that has its art medium in claymation, of all things. Not the first adventure game I've ever come across that did this, but the last one that comes to mind is like The Neverhood, and that was about 25 years ago. I'm like, well, I mean, claymation is a really, really hard medium to work in.
Yeah.
It's incredibly labor-intensive. You only get into claymation if you really want to do certain things.
You have to have the passion for it.
And the patience.
And it definitely lends itself towards surrealism, so.
Uh-huh. And, yeah, that is basically the name of the game here. This is an interactive art experience thing that's among the more abstract things I've ever played or watched or experienced. It may have origins in Hindu mythology. I'm not exactly sure. Like, some of the art looks like it could be from India or somewhere from Asia. I'm not exactly sure, and I'm not exactly sure where the developer and the publisher, the creator of this, Michael Rashidir, like that. I'm probably mangling that beyond recognition, but again, we know me pronouncing foreign words is not my forte.
Yep.
The point of order is this game could be from anywhere and it would be about as valid. It's that abstract. And really it's hard to go beyond those words because there are, like, your cursor is a, what do they call it? It's a hand, and
like an actual play hand, because
and according to the Steam notes, the hand is an ordinary hand, except for the fact that it's becoming aware of its power over this quote unquote strange imaginarium. I'm like,
that sure is a description of your cursor.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at this thing. Just look at it.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are we looking at here? That was pretty much my question all throughout the game.
Same.
It's like, mind you, I like that.
Yeah.
The world needs things like that. But on the other hand, everything is so abstract and foreign. And
you can't really rate it as a game because...
Right. Because, not only is this, in terms of point-and-click adventure games, about as simple as possible. I mean, there's still some stuff here that would technically qualify as gameplay. You're still figuring out stuff, and it turns out it's not actually all that hard to figure shit out because you kind of had to do that in gameplay terms, because this is not a game that really would have worked otherwise. Because, once again, look at it. And in terms of
when your environment is abstract enough, every puzzle is a throwing a bridle on the snake puzzle.
Oh God, no.
I'm like, I wouldn't go that far because I managed to figure shit out by clicking, just clicking around, and you'll eventually get it.
Rub against all the things.
Yeah. But it's also really short. Like, it'll take you about 15 to 30 minutes to blow through.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, if I'm stumbling a bit here, it's just, this is like the pure expression of abstract expressionism. It's so, it's so abstract. It's, difficult, if not impossible, to divine actual meaning from it. And that may be the point in and of itself. It's
personal interpretation.
I mean, that's kind of how it works with abstract art. Like, this could be a treatise on the human condition. It could be just a bunch of weird shit for the sake of being weird. A
treatise on the human condition, bizarre and made of clay.
Yeah. I'm like, it's one of those things where just about any interpretation is probably valid, unless the artist is trying to convey something, and they're just gonna have to come out and explain it because,
Yeah, there may be an explanation somewhere, but it wasn't anywhere where we ran into it.
Yeah, or or no explanation, which ironically is an explanation in and of itself. Anyway, the game is free. Is it worth experiencing? I would say so, just because I mean,
you have to be pretty actively bad to not be worth free.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's also short. Hell, also this could be just a promo thing because looking at the Steam page once again, it's hyping up another thing called Ultra Strangeness. I don't know if this is going to be another.
That's just a description of the game.
It's not. No, it's an actual. It's an actual thing.
Yeah.
And once again, connecting that to this, that may show the intentions here. Just being bizarre for the sake of bizarre. Sometimes art just is like that. There's no, there's no higher message. So, yeah. It's really just kind of impossible to rate this, on objective scales, other than, it's pretty basic, it's pretty short.
As a game, you could rate it as barely, but as an experience, it's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Beyond that, it's going to be up to the individual person's interpretation.
Yeah.
Those art classes weren't completely pointless. Anyway, so that'll about do it for Wurroom here. Coming up after the break, let me see, is Deep Space Rush, which is our almost customary Nintendo Switch review at this point. Until then, hopefully you'll turn in.